I'm getting my afro ready, my little side fro. See, this part is over here. To go see Queen and Slim today. Um, Queen and Slim better be good because I've been looking forward to seeing this movie. I think my afro, this little curl right here keeps coming down, and it's getting on my nerves. See it? It's like I gotta tuck it. It's a rush fro, so it's not really even all around, but on the way. So I just finished Queen and Slim, and yes, it is a must see. Y'all go ahead and watch Queen and Slim. It was great. It was realistic. It was wonderful. Okay, hello everyone. So now I'm here on Ancestry, and the reason why I'm on Ancestry right now is because I've been getting so many questions about how I located my relatives in Africa. I've only located relatives in two countries in Africa. That's Ghana, and the majority of them are from Nigeria. And the part of Nigeria I've located my ancestors from is called Igbo land. Okay. So what I'm going to go do is go into my ancestry right now and tell everybody how I did it. Now, I didn't know how to do this until homegirl that subscribes to my channel actually told me how to do it. So right now I'm going to go in and do this, and hopefully I'm screen recording right. This is my first time screen recording, okay? So what you do, Ancestry has updated. So what you do is you want to go into DNA. And you got your DNA result summary and all that stuff right there. You go into DNA matches. DNA matches will also be here. I'm just going through here. If you don't see it up here, then it's here. Okay, you can get into it any kind of way you want. All right, so you just go into DNA matches. And all this comes up. All right. Now you're gonna see, like, these are my parents. This is my parents right here, and these are more of my cousins and everything like that. And it also shows your mother's side and your father's side as you go into your cousins list. Okay, so what you want to do now is you don't touch any of this stuff. Okay, this is new. If you touch it, if you click on it, it's going to turn gray. So make sure all of these tabs here are white. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go over here to relationship. All right. You're going to click on search. It also has date, but you don't want date. You want to stay on relationship. Okay. You're going to see match name, surname, and matches tree, and birth location and matches trees. All you do is plug in a birth location. You don't bother these because you don't know the last names of your ancestors because everything has been changed. It's been like a long time, especially if you're African American. Now, if you're another race, I'm not sure, but if you're African American, yes, your name has possibly been changed if your ancestors came over to America via the transatlantic slave trade. Okay, so I'm going to put in Nigeria, or I can put in, well, I'll put in Nigeria. All right. Nigeria pops up. If you put in, like, let me see, United, all of that stuff will come up, right? So if you're outside of America, then you can put in the United States of America, for instance, and you'll see all of your relatives. If you're actually in Africa, you can see all of your relatives in the United States of America, and that way you can see, hold up, these are probably some of my relatives that are from the transatlantic slave trade, okay? If they didn't just immigrate over here voluntarily or migrate over here voluntarily, okay? So I put in Nigeria because that's the country I want to search, and I hit search. All right, so I have some on my mother's side. Once you get to distant cousin, it doesn't tell you which side they're on. You're gonna have to figure that out on your own. But then it goes all the way through. All right, and so here's Nama, of course, and here's another person who I am familiar with here. Okay, so that's how you do it. But yeah, it comes up. If I put in Cuba, for instance, these are my relatives in Cuba. I don't know this person, but of course, it's from my father's side. Like I told you, my father has a bunch of different things going on inside him right now. So, yeah, but here all I've actually contacted some people in Cuba. I have lots of distant cousins in Cuba. And that tells you a lot about the how those from Africa could have potentially been, or Nigeria, wherever your ancestors are from. Mine, Nigeria or Igbo land. Some of mine took a trip to Cuba and also Jamaica and then to America. So that's simple. That's how you do that right there. All right. So I'm going to get off here. Let me see how many people, just in case you guys are wondering. I can go to Jamaica. There you go. Lots. Father side, father side, father side, mother side. Some of these people are my fourth cousins. I have no idea. Fourth cousins. Yeah, and then it goes down distant cousin, distant, a lot of people. Jamaica. So I have a lot of family in Jamaica. I could bust up in Jamaica and find them and say, "Hey, how you doing, cuzzo?" Um, I I could look up Mexico. Um, I don't know. There we have it. Um, and this person is Hernandez. E. I haven't the slightest idea. Never, ever, ever met her a day in my life. So no matter where you put in, I can put in. I don't have any relatives in South Africa as of yet. The reason I say as of yet, anybody can take a test in South Africa, and oh, oh, well, look at there. Whoa. So yeah, I don't think any of these people are actually South African, as African what I'm thinking about African. Let me see. Let's put in Mali. The last time I checked Mali, I didn't have anybody. Although that big Mali region is a big old question mark. See, no one in that region so far has taken anything. Um, yeah, so that's how you do it. I can look up Japan. Well, I do have relatives that were born in Japan, so that's not gonna be fair. Um, but I don't think those relatives taking the test. Yeah, you can be born in Japan and not be actually Japanese. See, that's the thing. So yeah, that's that. So that's how you do it. It's fairly easy. All right. So take care. That's all I'm going to talk about today. One thing I do want to say before I leave, though, is please, 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 please ask as many family members as you possibly can. If you don't live in the United States of America, if you live anywhere else, um, particularly the countries in Africa, if you can, please take the Ancestry DNA test. I believe it has the largest database, and you can actually find the relatives that were split from the family during the transatlantic slave trade. So yes, please do. And if you have older relatives, like a grandmother or a great grandmother, please let them take the test. Please, please, please. It's very important. Um, at least it's very important to many people. I know in Africa and in North America and South America that we take these tests in order to figure things out, because what was meant for evil, we can turn it around and use it for good. Okay? So, ta-ta.